Happy Monday, everybody. Over here at Rethink Gaming, we're playing D&D, and that must mean that it's Curse of the Crimson Throne, which is actually a Paizo Pathfinder adventure, but we're crazy people, and we're doing it with the D&D 5th edition rules. As always, thank you to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. You've just got to be using it at your gaming table. If you want to support this content, there's links in the hibbity. Do the thing, you know what to do. We have a new player tonight. Illyrium will be joining us. Players, pursuant to the group rules, I need 2 volunteers to come up with reasons on how you know this crazy illusionist.
Years ago, when Phil was working on a smaller promoter circuit, that wizard swindled him. He's been leery of that SOB ever since.
Okay.
Take it.
Anybody else?
You should have played fairly.
Come on, we need one more connection to the party.
Rumble was there. Rumble, don't you remember this guy?
Yeah. I wanted to kick his ass, but he was too big, but yet too small. But yeah, I couldn't understand him. I don't know. He kept doing tricks.
Oh no, we lost
He
Victor.
would go like a pole.
No, Rumble needs more oil.
Yep.
I'm already massaging it into his nipples.
Yes. Yes. That's a great image. Andrea's typing something. I wonder if we can't hear her.
Somehow Bob weaves us this illustrious world, and we always end up in medieval Greece.
Sorry, I had
There she is.
my my notebook, and it was on the space bar, so I was just doing space.
Oh, okay. It's like,
Sorry.
hold the phone. She's trying to speak. No, okay.
I just wrote you a novel in spaces.
Thank you. I will definitely read that. Oh man, I feel bad for him and his internet right now. Yeah, when last we played, the party had escorted the bard, whom was wrongfully convicted, quote unquote convicted, of assassinating the king, to relative safety. She's going to go away on a farm, and let's hope that's not what we say when we talk about our dogs going away on a farm to be happy forever. You'll find out. On the way back, we saw a ship carrying a plague beacon, a yellow lantern hanging from its bow, get sunk by trebuchet fire. Just as we returned to the harbor, half the party almost wanted to nope out right then and there and be like, hey, Magnamar sounds pretty nice this time of year. But the other half of the party is like, no, wait a minute. Something's going on. We should look into this. Did I miss anything?
I think so.
So we're standing outside the plague boat, debating if we're going to go explore. Is that correct?
Well, yeah, and I think there's bodies floating all over in the harbor, right?
No.
I think
That the opposite, in fact. It was expected that people would see bodies floating, but you haven't seen any bodies floating.
Yeah, I would like to vote that we go tell somebody.
Is there anybody on the docks? that we
There
saw?
are throngs of people on the docks that have observed this event go down.
I apologize, I wasn't here. Were we assigned to this, or did we just happen to be here?
You just happened to be here on your way back. You were hired to take the woman to safety by the old swordsmaster that he's been mentioned several times. You met him once previously, but you remember the drunk guy in the street whose sword you did not steal?
Right.
His trainer hired you to smuggle the girl out of the city.
And we successfully did that.
You successfully did that. And on your way back, you see a plague ship getting sunk into the bay.
Hey guys, I don't know about you, but well, you might have seen me in a few, pastures or farm areas before. I don't do those kinds of dirty. I'm out of here.
So, are we looking around for anyone specifically to speak to?
Maybe a guard?
Give me a perception check.
I cannot roll right now. Bishop!
Bishop is be right back.
No! My internet
Oh,
is
look at
killing
that.
me. I'm sorry.
So, Rumble, you are, your heart lifts just a little. Looking out through the crowd, you see the maidens, as you would expect, because you were told that the Grey Maidens had replaced the guard. But you actually also see regular guardsmen back in uniform, and scanning through them, way off in the distance, you see Cressida, and she is back in uniform as well.
Hey, I yell out to her as loud as I probably can with my nice booming voice over the crowd.
What do you
Try and
yell?
get her
You
attention.
yell, hey?
Hey, her name, and come over here. Very direct.
She waves in acknowledgement and starts making her way through the crowd.
I tell the friends, hey, look, it's our friend. Hey, Blunt, isn't this your girl?
No.
What? No.
Uh-oh. Well,
Bishops. It's bishops.
Bishop's girl? Okay.
Digitally.
it's Field Marshal Cressida Croft, whom you may remember from the previous chapter. Remember? No? Yes? No?
She's just a girl. Says that Phil is the one.
She comes over with about half a dozen guardsmen in tow. She says, well met. Good to see you. And everyone's okay? She's sort of glimpsing over you.
Yeah, we're alive,
Yeah.
kind of. I think
I
Phil's
asked
seen
her-
better days.
Yeah, I asked her what happened. I thought you guys were disbanded.
Called up, she says.
Why were you called up?
You've been away. There's an illness that seems to have hit the lower city.
I was just thinking about a vacation. Guys, do you want to go on vacation?
You want to go to
What are
Magmar?
you talking about
Magmar.
now?
Magmar?
Go to Magmar.
Everyone, Magmar?
Magmar?
Magmar.
I was concerned that maybe you had fallen ill. I had worried perhaps we had pulled it up from the necromancer's lair or something. But I'm glad to see that you're all fine. No bouts of disease, no redness or burning?
Why would you think that we would be ill? How is this illness contracted?
She looks around. Maybe we should adjourn to the keep.
Can we just talk outside? I don't want to go inside. No. I'm not going inside. I don't want to go on the walls. How about we take a walk?
Phil's in a hazmat
until we
suit.
know how this disease is transmitted, I'd say we stay outside.
Bob, do we have a hazmat suit we all can put on?
I don't think so.
I
You
immediately
have one that would accommodate my horns.
I take a piece of cloth from my backpack and put it around my mouth.
Okay. I was going to say, Blunt can lay on hands and cure some disease, but
Phil eats the cloth over.
Yeah, but we don't know what this disease is, and we don't know if he can heal this one or not.
well, she leans over as though that helps in any way, and says, "That ship has nothing to do with this plague."
Yeah, sure.
Ship was a decoy.
It's far too
How many
convenient.
people
don't you
have died
think?
from this plague?
Not very
Is it very-
many that we know about. At least
So
not
it's
yet.
not very contagious?
No, quite the contrary. It's highly contagious.
So what happens to the people when they get it?
It's a very slow process. It's painful. There's fever, blisters. It does eventually kill, but mostly only certain people. Many who get it recover fully.
Those damn sailors.
Well, we've been called up to add security. The clerical holy houses have all been mauled with throngs seeking healing, as you might expect. The disease appears to be spreading rapidly. It will escape the lower city soon. We need to find out what the true cause of this is, and we need to see if we can stop it.
When did it first appear?
Our healers believe the first infections were 7 days ago.
Was there a ship that came into port around that time?
It doesn't make sense that it would have been involved, that it would have involved the ships. It started in the lower city. You see, few, if any, dock workers live there.
Well, if it didn't come from the ships, why are you sinking that ship in the middle of the harbor right now?
Queen's orders. She wants the people to believe we have this under control.
So you're killing innocent people just to avoid people panicking?
Yeah, sounds like a government. Sounds like fine.
I pray to the gods that there were no innocent people on that ship. But I don't know. My orders are crowd control. The Grey Maidens are running the show. Do you have somewhere safe to stay?
Is there anywhere safe in this town?
I mean,
You
we
have
can go back to
plagues and riots and
the- yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
well-
that vacation idea. We have no reason to stick around.
Magmar.
can just-
Magmar.
We can just boogie for a minute.
Yeah, but if we don't figure out how this plague started, how do we know that any other cities do not have it as well?
you quarantine the city.
I want to see Waterdeep before I die from the plague.
The pretty city.
Yeah, we're a group of adventurers. We're not adequate to take care of a plague.
So what should we do, Blunt?
I want a vacation to Magmar.
How
Heard they
far
got
away
nice
is
beaches there.
Waterdeep?
Really, really far in a whole nother universe.
Yeah, you need a spaceship for that one.
Oh, that's right. We're in Corvosa.
Because that's why we make the joke about Waterdeep.
We could quest for a while and I can get teleport.
You guys just want to go kill boars in the forest?
Hell yeah.
Everyone, let's go.
That sounds
Um,
boring.
In all seriousness, we could go back to our old house, hang out there, figure out what we need to do, rest up.
There's a plague spreading in this city. I
Yeah,
do
but-
not feel safe being here.
We
Yeah,
have
but
magic men.
But where do we go though?
I
That's
say
not
that
Magmar.
We can go back
I
to the
say-
Harrow, or we can go back to the old man's place.
I say we stay right here and chill out. We send the paladin into the city to collect our money from that quest we just did. Then, when the paladin is done, we can decide if we want to go anywhere else. I don't believe we should all be going inside that city. One of us sick means we're all here for a while.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one immune to diseases here.
Bazinga!
Ooh, we could have him go scout for us.
We could have him go collect our money first.
Yeah. And Blunt, because he can cure himself for everything.
Tell him that the rest of us died in defense of that person, and that way maybe he'll pay us a little more.
He probably won't because when we discussed payment last time, he barely had enough for 500.
That's okay. I got the command spell. Let's go.
All right, Blunt. Good luck. We're off.
All right, I'm going with him.
Oh, I'm following you.
I'm following you. Now we're going in a circle. We're both
No.
locked onto each other.
Is Blunt the only one who's resistant to disease?
I mean,
No,
he is
I'm
cured,
immune to it.
Because
and
he's
then
a
Blunt has
robot.
cure.
Domo
arigato, Mr. Roboto.
I think I have a cure.
I think I technically can, but I don't want to deal with it.
Illyrium's gonna summon his familiar. The toad. He's gonna offer people to lick it.
Does it heal him?
Have we met Illyrium?
It'll heal everyone.
Lick
yeah.
the toad.
You just did. This guy standing next to you just offered a toad for you to lick.
Just,
I
he's just
like it.
listening in on our conversation.
Wait, what's it taste like?
Here, wait. One second. Rolling for toad taste.
Kind of like ammonia, and it's slightly hallucinogenic.
Only
Nice.
slightly.
Oh, slightly.
Only slightly. I don't know if I like it or not, but I'm down to try it again.
Norbert, we're over here. Norbert, you're looking
All
the
right,
wrong
guys.
direction.
I'm just licking a toad over here.
Anyone else?
Put the toad down.
Phil's swallowing his third toad. They're not so bad. They're just hard to swallow.
All right, Blunt, let's go get our money.
Let's go get the money.
We're off to the old man's place.
The rest of
Okay.
us are going back to the house.
Oh, the rest of us were staying put outside of the city walls so we don't have any problems. And we can keep an eye on the situation at the harbor in case anything amazing happens.
Okay.
You guys can go. I'll sit here. I just don't want to walk through those walls. Not while there's a plague. Thanks anyway.
You really don't like plagues, Phil.
I'm not a germaphobe. You're a germaphobe.
But you've
I mean-
been inoculated.
I'm resistant to magic, not disease.
He didn't get the vaccine yet.
He didn't lick the toad.
Nah. Maybe if he licked the toad, he would get there.
Okay, so as you approach the main gates to the city, they are inspecting everyone. They're specifically having you show show your neck underneath your ears. If they see no spots, they let you through.
Question before we go. What are we looking for in case he gets any kind of infection? Because you did look at necks and ears, but what are we looking for, just so we know?
Move along. It's a big line here.
Fine, I guess we'll just make everybody infected if
I
at
keep
that rate.
going.
Can
Are you with them?
Yes,
No,
I said it as we walked away.
I think Norbert wanted to jump in.
Oh,
I didn't know if Norbert came
sorry,
along.
sorry. I was not. Never mind.
It's okay. If
I've
you,
got a
want to
baby
come along.
wandering around here.
Oh, okay. And as you move to the first inner wall, you see its gates closed for the first time ever in years. And there's a guard, once again, inspecting people, letting people that are healthy through. This line is not quite as crushing as the one outside the city gate was.
All right, what are we looking for the disease? What are the telltale signs here?
Let me get the list here.
No, there's a list. Oh, jeez.
Hold on. Don't know what's going on with this book. I'm sorry. Anyway, he tells you that it's fever and it's red spots.
Copy that. And they primarily show on the neck and behind the ears then we will keep an eye out for it and let you know if we see anybody with it.
All overblown, if you ask me. He says, I ain't seen nobody yet.
Maybe you're just lucky you're in the inner wall. But we'll continue on our business if you'll open the gate, sir.
Yeah, he lets you through. So you're making your way back to Octavio's.
Making our way downtown.
Right. The lights are on inside. Leaning against the door frame, is that same sad, washed-up drunk man whom you beat mercilessly in the street.
Fucking Victor.
He sees
That's not
you.
no, it's not the same guy that spit on me, right?
You don't remember.
That was
if
a
he spit
homeless
on you.
dude. No, that was the homeless dude.
The dude who spit on you is I'm pretty sure dead.
Yeah, that's not.
There's
Rumble
too
stomped
many
on his
people
head.
that you have attacked. Just for
I have not attacked this person, Bishop. This was not me.
somebody beat him, and it was not me.
I think it was.
Go blaming me.
I think this was also Rumble,
Probably.
and I know that I encouraged it.
He
Fucking grumbling.
stumbles to his feet quickly as you approach. You, I know you.
Don't know who you're talking to, but you better go chase him.
You lot.
I'm doing this out of safety when you use the command spell
Okay.
on the man.
Okay.
I roll this. That's a cast. How do I roll it?
He needs to save.
He needs to save.
Oh,
What-
okay.
What is the command?
Flee.
Okay. And we're making a wisdom save. He saved.
No.
He
Blunt, what were you trying to do?
stumbles back a little bit at your command. No, sir, please. I need help.
Only God can help you now, child.
Do it again.
It's-
Flee.
Oh no.
You're casting it again?
I'm casting it again. Nothing to do with this man.
He says, it's not me. It's my sister. Ah! And he runs away screaming.
Is his sister hot?
It's too late.
Too
He
late.
ran away.
He's gone.
Wait, I had the perfect thing for this.
I just look at
I feel
Bishop.
that he has a hot sister.
You're not even there, or are you?
You don't even know.
Yeah, you failed that check, and you don't want to go there.
We looked at Bishop and told him, like, I don't want to get sick.
No, you're good. He's probably casting disease on people.
I said Octavio. I meant Vincarlo. Sorry, Vincarlo Orsini. Okay, so you make your way inside. I assume
Yes.
the old man is in the practice room working on his saber technique. He hears the door open. He says, "Ah, you've arrived. Good."
That it is. You got vagrants just chilling outside your door. You might want to do some kind of warding of that.
Indeed. I told him to wait for you.
Well, he was scared and ran fleefully, so you might have to catch us up on that.
Indubitably, he ran on his own accord.
Well,
I don't know what he was so scared of, but he ran with post haste.
I'm sure he'll return.
I hope so. Anyways, we have come for our money.
Yes. I assume platinum coins are better, easy to carry.
Yes, they are.
He gestures towards the table on which you see a small copper chest.
I crack it open, count the coins, make sure it's all there, and then bid farewell.
Yep, there actually happens to be 70 platinum coins in there.
Ooh. I don't remember my ratios very well. I'm failing.
It's 700 gold.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. As I thank him and we start walking out the door, I wish him good luck with this plague business.
Indeed, the city has had its fair share of troubles of late.
That it has. Hope it's not vampires. Blunt, anything you want to say?
Nope, Magmar sounds low this time of day. Have a good evening.
All right.
And we go back to the group.
What do you mean by vampires?
Exactly that. We hope it's not vampires.
When we get back, I kind of break down everything that there's fevers and spots and rashes that are coming up on people, but it's specifically like on the necks and under the ear. And Blunt has had great power from God that makes him tell people to flee, and it works. It might take 2 times though.
I'm
Some
not
old guy
getting
was
plagued
asking about
today.
his sister.
We didn't hear that. He was running.
He said something about his sister, so I'm thinking he was asking if we had a sister. So I don't know what is going on with that one.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Anyways, and I just start handing out. How many people do we have now? Do we have 7 in the party?
We do.
I hand each person 10 platinum and say, "Here's your share."
Wait, are we giving
Appreciate
this to
it.
the illusionist guy?
Wait, why did it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Does everybody know that
Define-
Illyrium's in the group yet? Have we all met him?
I mean, you were just licking a toad, specifically his toad.
That could mean so many things. Can we get some more detail on that, please?
Oh, there's 8 people in the party.
Yeah, it's usually after midnight when that stuff happens, but
Yeah,
that's, I'm
normally
not
inside
surprised.
it's in a bedroom, and normally it's never mind.
That was a
Anyway.
legitimate question. I maintain.
It was
Well,
a toad,
seeing
not
as-
the chode.
Yeah, he seriously did come over and offer people the opportunity to lick a toad familiar. in
did I get
hopes that
anything
it
cool when I licked
inoculates you
the
from. You felt pretty cool, but that's all that you noticed.
I do have the book that makes me have better disease roll or knowledge of disease rolls. Can I roll something to see if his toad gave me anything, or if I know that it did, or am I just dumb for looking at toad?
So if we were all licking his toad, whose toads did I eat?
I think you just found one on the ground, man.
That's a $1 million
That was
question
just a
there,
regular
Phil.
ass toad.
I was gonna say I didn't feel crap. Y'all were lying.
All right. The docks have started to clear off. People have filed into the city. It's getting quite dark. And it's sometimes, but not always, safe outside the city walls.
All right, people, we have two choices. Either camp out here in the woods or we go back to our Heidi hut and lock everybody inside.
I mean, we can find mushrooms in the woods.
Yeah, let's camp outside. No
Yeah,
diseases out
I say
here.
we camp outside the city walls. I'm not going in.
I agree.
You guys can go in. I'll stay out here.
I'll stay with you. I don't want to go in there either.
I could find me some tin cans and be happy.
We'll go in and just kind of do a lap around the city then to see if there's any I guess the kind of thing I just want to look for is just see how people are responding to this plague that's happened, and if anybody is saying any rumors at all while everyone's just inside outside the city.
Don't hug and kiss anyone vomiting blood. Bye.
I can't promise anything, Phil. You know me.
All right. Word on the street is that some filthy pirates from Riddleport tried to sneak into the heart of the city, and the Corvosan Guard fired upon them and sunk their ship.
So they came from Riddleport?
That's what they're
or
saying.
they landed in Riddleport?
Came from Riddleport.
Okay. Can the map that you had last time, can you pull it up again?
Yeah.
Or is there a way that I can pull it up?
You can pull up everything I've shared with you.
Oh no, a lot of it's coming up as unidentified.
Did they say that the Corvosan guards fired on them?
Yes.
And Bob,
Got
out of character, does that mean you want me to bring up those things we talked about when we were drinking?
Huh?
You did
There
say
it is.
I could pull up anything you've shared with me.
Oh, sure. Now, the next thing you're going to probably do is ask me where Riddleport is. I don't even know if it's on this map, honestly.
It is. It's in the corner where the Churl wood is. Probably in the middle, right where the three-pronged out is underneath the Velashu uplands. So they had to go through the Varisian Gulf around Magnamar down the coast to then be here to Cordovosa.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So, whoops.
Magnamar sounds beautiful this time of year.
No, Magnamar's dead to us. It's been infected already.
Riddleport's there, saying
Well,
that they would have had to
pirates
come
aren't
around.
necessarily the ones who brought the plague. They said the plague started in the other end of town. They just sunk them because they wanted to ease the panic, right?
Part of why they did it is because they had that yellow lantern up at the front, and they didn't want any plagued people in the town, and they shot them down basically.
Okay, so that they were indicating that they had plague on the ship with the lantern.
Correct.
Okay.
And we were not as wise as we are now to realize that.
So basically, they've infected almost half of the coastline here.
At least, probably, potentially.
You know, maybe it's just my father's side, but something tells me it's time to go up in the mountains.
Your father's side. I like that. Any more investigation?
No.
we go-
As I
can we go-
kind of like come back out, I just want to see like how the red guard or the gray guard, the gray ladies, whatever they're called, if I see kind of like any movements of them in a specific direction, like where we've been previously, like where we've previously stayed at, just to see if they're trying to hunt us down. If it shows like any inclinage that they know that we've moved Trinia out of town.
No. If you aren't near the castle, you scarcely even see a Grey Maiden. They've left the city back in the hands of the guard, and the Grey Maidens are rotating a shield wall near the castle to keep anyone from getting close to it.
So they've basically locked the castle down, left the city protection back to the guards. They've reinstated them, and then basically are just like not allowing people into the castle.
That's right.
Cool. I'm gonna come back to the team, relay all that information to them, and tell them Magnemar's been infected as well, or at least that's what the rumor is on the streets as well.
Oh, no Magmar? Magmar?
Magmar?
Magmar.
Magmar?
If you want to go get infected, sure, you can go to Magmar.
No, Magmar.
I'm down.
So he's a poison
So-
type now.
Do we know if there are any fairly large cities inland that we could go to?
I mean, okay, first
Can
off,
I do like a history check or something like that to see?
First
Minute.
off, should we actually get down to this poison, figure out who actually, if this is man-made, poisoning person? Maybe it's the king's dead corpse that was murdered. I don't know.
Yes, but also, don't we have, or somebody have, the protection from those like poison spider things, or from earlier on when we were going after Gadrick?
Oh, yeah, you mean the poison stuff?
Yes, remember we got jumped by those spiders.
Yay. Let me see if I don't think I have any of that. Check
I
your
don't.
bags, people.
No, I'm checking. I don't have anything like that.
I think Norbert
I don't
might.
believe I have it. I do not believe I do.
Are you talking about the vermin repellent?
That thing.
Yeah.
I have vermin repellent.
Ooh. Maybe it's get rid by rats.
That's what I was pondering, if maybe it was not just carried by people, but by animals. And we also know somebody who, the Spider King, or I think that was his name, have people around him where we got my dear old friend, Lachenko.
I only know that because I slept with a girl that was a doctor mentioning about it.
So you want
So, I
to
mean,
check that book for this disease.
Norbert.
Norbert?
Yeah, I'll check it. What do I need to roll for checking?
You can use any skill that you think makes sense.
You could add bardic inspiration to it too.
Nice. I think I'll do this guy. What's your bardic?
You don't need it. There you go.
Oh, never mind. We're good.
You know
Holy
everything about
fucking
this disease. You can even pronounce it in Latin.
Bob, tell me how Norbert pronounces this.
In Latin.
Nice roll. So the description you've been given so far is relatively unclear. And it could be one of 3 different infections.
Well, what are they? Or can I? Is there any way I can like pinpoint it down even more?
You need more information about the symptoms. The 2 symptoms that you've got are not enough to pin it down.
It's COVID.
Exactly where is Wuhan from here?
It's called Riddleport.
Out of character. So should we stop being babies and just go in and like accept that we're gonna have to solve a bloody outbreak?
Yes.
Yeah, let's wander on in.
Fine. It better be a magical plague. That way I don't get it.
So the 3 possibilities are listed there in chat.
Zombie warts, dragon blisters, scale blade.
Does
Dealing with
anyone know
zombies
how
now?
to? Do we know how to deal with any of those? Does anyone know anything about them?
Norbert.
The book that Norbert has goes into each one in a couple pages of detail.
Let me read, guys.
So yeah, spending some time studying the book, these 3 are all treatable. There's different medicinal concoctions that you can use. They're all fatal if untreated, but relatively easy to control with the ritualistic washings and salves and stuff.
Are these magical in nature?
They all have a magical component, yes.
Philly might be lucky.
So if you don't have leather working as a skill and you want to do something involving animal skin, would that be a survival check, I guess?
Sure.
What are you trying to do?
Someone's got to help me with that.
Here, I can probably help you. I've got +5.
What are you trying to make?
I'd like to make out of lamb skin a full body suit for Phil.
Okay.
Gross.
Aren't you a satyr?
Yeah,
Not a little disturbing for you?
you can't be too safe nowadays.
I mean, okay, I agree with that.
There we go.
Okay.
May I have a lambskin suit?
Sure.
Thank you.
You spent the evening putting
Double-
together a lambskin suit.
Double-breasted, please.
Okay. All right.
Can't believe I just made this for you.
I was waiting for it to sink in on someone.
So, what now?
All right, I guess we should probably go find. Go back to the old man and see if we can find that human dude that was yelling about us for his sister or something.
Okay. So you going to go back in tonight, or are you going to wait for morning?
No problem going in tonight, or we can just wait till morning.
We could also hit up our house that we have. Place we're chilling at.
So do we stay here, guys, or do we go to the Harrow house? The Harrow home.
I want to stay outside.
Bill, what do you think?
Can't stay outside forever, Blunt.
If we just need to stay somewhere for the night, go to the house.
Camping out tonight? Or going to the
Or we
house
can-
tonight?
We should go back to the house so we can start a search inside the city already. In case they close the doors again. Well, if they did. Sorry.
If
Okay.
we can't avoid the plague, we might as well face it.
I
As
will start
you-
heading towards.
As you head back toward the shops district where where the fortune teller shop is, you first come into a huge glut of people. They're all thronging outside of a perfume shop. There's a makeshift sign painted on a sheet that says "Plague Cure Here," hanging outside the shop. People are crushing one another to get into the shop to make a purchase.
Hey guys, who wants to get rich?
You thinking about doing the same?
I'm thinking we could turn this together quick. We could be up and running in an hour, not even.
But
what's
how
the
many
plan?
Q1s do you need? How many Q1s can you do an hour?
It's not. We need glass jars. Who can make glass bottles? I can go out back and pee a lot. I mean, we're good.
Thanks.
We can make a mint quick.
Let's see. Total number of hit points equal to paladin level times 5. So I got 25 points. It takes 5 points for me to cure disease. So I could do 5 lay on hands per long rest.
Oh, pretty long rest? Okay, so we only do it to people that would like the media.
Is
Only
it
cure
just
wounds.
a cure? Is it just to cure wounds? Is that all they need?
Oh, well, cure disease.
I'm trying to see if I have anything else.
I think that would be a lesser restoration, of which I do have a scroll of.
I should have taken Lesser Restoration as my spell.
Can you do it tomorrow?
So you
Can you prepare
probably remove disease is what you're shopping for. Lesser restoration, I think, includes that, but it's overkill, I think.
Or we can charge people to lick the toad.
Very true.
Hey, it has healing properties. Feels
I'm
real
telling you guys, can we just get
I'm not
who
above
has glass? Do we have
gaming.
glass vials? We're gonna make a fortune.
Oh, instead of turning it like we could turn our business like ringside cure, disease troop. Ah, that's not a bad idea.
So are you pressing your way past the throng of people, or what are we doing?
I'd like to see what they're selling.
Yeah, same.
But don't touch them.
Yeah, let's not get in line. Let's just walk around the line and maybe see if we can look through a window or observe to see what is going on inside.
There's not as much of a line as there is a clot of people trying to push their way past the two bouncers that are insisting that you show your coin purse before you can go in.
I'm not showing anyone with balls.
People complain, they cry out for help. The guys at the door say, "No free samples!" Shove people roughly into the street.
Yeah, well,
I think I can clear the way.
Lead
I'm
the
going
way.
to cast Minor Illusion,
Okay.
and we're going to make a very sickly person in the doorway, like between the bouncers. And he's going to be like wheezing quietly. Maybe bleeding from places.
Okay.
Can I assist with that and use prestidigitation to make the sickly looking illusion smell just a little bit funky?
Sure. Yep, that causes people to run away screaming. Inside, you hear a woman yell, "I told you idiots to keep them away!"
Does that voice sound familiar?
No.
As people start to panic, I'm gonna see if I can try to sneak in.
Yeah, even the bouncers have stepped away. You push yourself into a shop with a dizzying assortment of bottles, from gaudy ceramic containers to graceful crystalline vials. Lace and ribbon-strewn tables, shelves, racks, and even an eye-catching display in the wide front window. There's a hand-painted sign here reading, "Lavender's Luxuriant Liniment. Either you've got it or you've had it."
Do I see anybody other than just like the bouncers that like were there, or are there like other people? Did anybody else come in with me also?
I'm with you.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Yeah, I came in too. I
Okay,
If the
just
group's
making
going,
sure
I'm going.
Not
The
doing
whole
solo.
group did.
here.
Everybody walked inside.
I'm watching the door.
Can I like look around the inventory and see if anything is if this is legit, like maybe Insight or Arcana?
So there are still several people inside, most of the people lined up to pay. There's one man perusing the bottles. He seems to be the only one actually looking at the shelves. Everybody else is lined up to get the liniment. You wanted to make an Arcana check?
Or so just see if this is like, you know, this is snake oil salesman or
Sure.
what they're selling is legit. What do you want? Investigation, Arcana?
You can pick whatever you prefer.
I'm going to investigate.
Anybody want to give him some help with that?
Nah.
You definitely doesn't need that then.
This looks, for all intents and purposes, to be a perfume shop. You don't see any magical reagents. You don't get any sense of any alchemy going on.
They don't even have toads here, guys.
They don't
No
have
mushrooms.
toads.
Nothing. None of the good stuff.
Well, shit. Want to start breaking some stuff?
Who are you
Man.
asking about
The
breaking
group?
stuff?
The group?
No, I don't think that's a good idea. I vote no.
Since it's basically snake oil, it's a shittier version of Phil's idea.
I mean, we could threaten to report them and take a cut.
Or we could just go across the street and do it ourselves.
Either way.
We could turn this on within an hour. You throw a sign out front.
Hmm.
We literally need jars.
How many people are in line right now, Bob?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Is
For
there a
anyone
back?
who-
Is there a
for-
back supply room?
There is.
I'd like to sneak back there and do a sleight of hand and get a few jars for you.
A few
Okay.
cases of jars. That's awesome.
How many jars do you want?
As many as you could possibly carry, and then some.
Okay.
While sneaking?
Pass without a trace, baby.
You two
I
have
don't have
pass without
pass.
trace?
I don't have pass without a trace.
I have pass without trace.
Oh, okay. Maybe you should do it then.
Okay. Well, shit, I guess that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast pass without trace first.
Now
Would
you
you
can do that on several people, right?
It's an
Yeah.
area of effect.
Yeah.
So,
why
like,
don't we?
I can...
That way we can all
Who's-
carry some.
So
Who's
here's
going
the
to
thing
do this?
that we could do. If I cast Pass Without a Trace, it's a 30-foot radius from me. And if I say still, y'all still get the bonus as long as you're within 30 feet of me. So how
just
far
say-
away is the back storeroom, Bob?
The entrance into the back storeroom is no more than 10 feet from where you are. It itself is 20 feet from the back alley.
Yep. So if anybody wants to do it, I will cast this. We will be good to go.
Let's
And
go take all their inventory and all their empty jars and go set up our shop across the street.
Lichter, don't forget to take a penny, give a penny.
Oh yes, yeah. I need to. I wanna. No, no, that's a bad idea right now. We don't want to be take a penny, give a penny sort of thing right now. I don't want to be touching anybody.
So I cast
get us
Pass
all
Without
in
Trace
check.
then.
Who's actually going to be doing this?
I've casted it, so
Yeah,
it's up to an hour. So anybody who wants to stealth now has like a plus 10
Okay.
to stealth.
I want to
Who's
stealth.
sneaky?
I want it.
It's a plus
Anybody who-
20 to stealth.
It's
So-
plus
I will-
20.
Yes, but the roll would
Oh,
be
shit.
at disadvantage considering the circumstances.
Okay.
Unless
People.
who wants to do this?
Bill will.
Bill will.
Yep. At
I'll
disadvantage,
cast-
but still got 16.
Invisibility on Phil.
Well, that would be a 36. That's a 42.
So yeah, every box, every loose thing that we can, we'll throw into a box. We're gonna wipe them out.
Don't forget to
And-
take the gym bag.
You get the gym bag. I'm getting the inventory.
You put the inventory in the gym bag. I'm
You're
doing
right.
the spell
It
here.
is a plus 10. You were right.
Okay.
But no problem.
It was
So-
only a 26.
only a 26. Okay, so
Plus you're
you-
invisible.
in the back room, it becomes very obvious that someone is mixing a barrel of dubious water with stock perfumes, various different stock perfumes, some peat and some lavender.
Are they? Is that person like sitting there actively mixing it? Are they sitting on something?
No, the room is empty, but you can see from the work in progress that this is what's being done to create the liniment. So what of that do you want to steal?
All of their finished product.
Okay.
I don't think we need all the apparatus, do we?
Well, just anything. Is he pretty intent on his work? Is there?
No, there's nobody
and-
nobody back here. I'm
Oh.
saying that the workshop is set up to do this.
Oh, okay.
I say we literally do a pop-up event where we set it up, run it overnight, and then bail. We don't need to set up a business. We just want to do a pop-up.
Whoever's selling this absolutely needs to be wearing a disguise.
Totally.
It's a shame I also have disguise self.
I do too.
Ah, we all have disguise self, it seems like.
Everybody put on some ridiculous looking mustaches and glasses. After we get this set up, let's get the product.
Okay, so everybody's loading up with as much as they could carry. A finished product. There's really only 3 cases of finished product. They're making it as quickly as they can, but there's been a high demand as well.
So we're going to grab a bunch of empty bottles, like perfume bottles, as
Okay.
many as we can find of those, and as much finished product of the salve as we can.
Okay.
And the idea is, for 50 gold, we're going to be selling the salve, which is to treat it if you have it. To prevent you from having it, you can buy our elixir. That's 100 gold, and I'll cook up the elixir out back.
While I'm still in like the main area, do I hear how much they're selling the stuff for?
Yes, let's see. Uh, 2 gold pieces it does.
Okay.
Oh, we need to lower our price then, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going out the back?
Phil, Andrea, whoever else is snuck to the back.
Yeah.
Yep, makes sense to me.
Okay.
I mean, there's 3 cases. We each grab a case, right?
All right.
Oh, I guess I would have to roll stealth then, but I was just saying in the shop.
We could just
Who-
put that all in the bag. We're good.
Yeah. Norbert, you went in there with him, right?
Yeah. I'm just
Okay.
following around. Sorry,
Will you
I'm
just
not
do a
gonna-
stealth check real quick
Yeah.
at disadvantage?
Yes.
Don't
Where
worry,
is
it's plus 10.
15. Okay.
All right. Let's see if she notices. Okay, she doesn't seem to pay any attention as she's ringing out the customer in front of her. All right, so the 3 of you are back there taking cases, making it out the back. Anybody doing anything in the front of the shop?
I'm just hanging tight for now until like Phil circles back to let us know that like he's completed.
Yep, we're good. We're good. I'm coming around the corner.
Cool.
Okay.
Yep.
After
I'm shaking one leg to dry off.
After she heads back and sees that they're out of stock, she announces to the lobby that she's going to have to close the store for the night. Come back tomorrow. There'll be more available then. Everybody groans. She gets her bouncers to start ushering people out.
Have
I'm gonna.
we fully left that place? Like, are we still waiting for them to get outside?
So we've seen Phil. He's already
And
like come
so
back
just-
around to let us know.
So just like that, as if like on cue, you hear, "Step right up, step right up." And Phil's already got a table set up, has all the jars lined out, has all the bottles lined up, has a sign made, and is barking just like a carnival barker about a mystical magical cure guaranteed by none other than Philo Jaluch.
And I'm over here flexing in front of it and trying to get people's attention to come by and get it.
Okay.
5 gold for salve, 750 for the elixir. Together, or 11.
Okay. You immediately get thronged by people reaching for your bottles.
I've got a
I
couple of people working security. Phil, Norbert, or Rumble and Norbert.
I want to
And Blunt.
scope out any of the richer clientele and pick a couple pockets.
Jesus, we got dark.
Okay.
Hey,
I
these
want to make
people
sure
all-
not to touch any of these people. I'm not coming in contact with this.
I guess I'm still keeping Pass Without a Trace up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait, Bardic Inspiration. Roll a d8.
A
I mean,
D8.
she's still got +10, so.
Oh my god.
Not to sleight
Well,
of
that was
hand.
sleight of
Oh, no,
hand. She
not
was
the
trying to
sleight.
wiggle.
Oh, you're right.
Hey Phil, give a performance check too.
Maybe you don't get caught. Oh, performance
But
check.
When I realize I didn't do real well, I hide. Can I do a stealth check for hiding?
Just immediately.
Owski.
That sounds about right.
See me dancing.
Yeah,
Jesus.
so they scream, "Hey, thief, thief!" and you run off. They didn't get a good look at you.
Dave, where?
I was already in disguise because we're all in disguise, aren't we?
Perfect.
That wasn't a thief. That was opportunity goosing you in the back pocket, telling you, get
Well-
yourself vaccinated. Right here, 750.
All right, so you have 36 bottles of product. How many have you labeled as elixir? How many have you labeled as...
Oh,
There are 18 salves and 18 elixirs.
Okay. So you're able to sell them all. Takes, I don't know, hour and a half for enough customers who actually have that kind of money to come up.
As fast as the last one leaves, the table instantly bursts into flames.
Okay. The guard comes running at the fire. Come to
Oh, no, we
stamp
put it
up.
out really quickly. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
It ain't like that.
Yeah, that's a flashbang.
It was just destroying the evidence. Actually, I was just using Mage Hand to form a table, and it was just an illusion.
I don't think it works that way, but anyway.
Our
We're gone.
illusionist, our new illusionist friend made us a table.
Yeah, just go with it. It's prestidigitation.
There you go.
So 225 gold. From the sales of all of that?
To the pub. Drinks are on me.
Wait, we were going to a pub during a pandemic? That sounds about right.
Dude, I live in Florida. We do it right.
I was about to say, sounds about right.
You're immune to everything living in Florida.
We're going to the Jupiter Inlet. Let's go.
Let's go.
Alrighty. As you are making your way to the pub, you see that the Bank of Abadar is completely crushed by people as well. Its doors are barred. There are no guards outside, but there are big, heavy, double-barred locks on the door.
it's like the 20s here.
Phil waves as he walks by. I work in cash, bitch.
If I have a temple, or a temple timer.
Well, no, not the temple. That was the bank.
Well, Abadar is a god, a lawful god of banking and sometimes healing.
Reminds me of Hebrew school.
Maybe. Is that right?
Got quiet.
I got scared that I disconnected again.
You
Oh,
were
no,
disconnected. Why are
Don't
you
do that to me.
disconnecting? Sorry.
I My ISP
silence.
provider's terrible. Got somebody coming out on Wednesday though.
All right.
Didn't you say that last time?
I did.
Come on, Sirenscape, do your thing. You just got to be using it at your gaming table. All right, you pretty much have the place to yourself. This is a tap room set for 60 people. There are 5-6 people besides yourselves.
Phil starts playing music and ordering drinks, as a good bard should.
A young lady comes rushing up. Be right with you. It's been quite the crush. She smiles, laughing at her own joke.
Can I do a quick perception check and see if I see anything that would indicate that she's sick, like a rash or
I too would
Sweatiness.
like
I
to.
was thinking the same thing.
Neither of you detect any rash or sweatiness.
perfect?
But does she seem susceptible to charm?
She does. She would. All right. She comes forward, hasn't even asked your orders. She starts pouring ale from a pitcher. On the house. It's about flat anyway.
Who
I
here
don't
really
know if I
want
want
the
to
beer?
drink
This
that.
is-
I'm just gonna stare at
I
it for a
drink it
second.
anyways because I'm a robot man.
The
and
Robo
I'll
Man.
pay for a fresh one, please.
Check for poison.
Sorry, sir. We can't tap a new keg. We didn't sell through this one.
How about just the fresh pitcher, the one that just hasn't been sitting?
Hold up. How much would it be to finish this keg off to tap a new keg?
I have a question about my spells. Do they know when I use command?
Yes.
Is there any way to disguise so they're not aware that I use command?
Sorcerers can do it. I don't think paladins can.
Well, I stopped using friends.
So if I said tap a keg, please, you'd be like, what is this?
Are you trying to be a freaking Jedi?
Yes?
All right, hang
I
on,
mean,
hang on.
Can I try to politely persuade her to open it?
You don't have to. Phil does.
What is Phil's argument here?
Phil's argument is, have you seen the shape of the city? We're going to spend a lot of money and we're going to tip you an ungodly amount. So just go tap the fresh one and maybe break the faucet on the old one. Say it was an accident. Oops, it's not your fault. Shit happens.
She agrees. She's
Nice.
tired of drinking the old stuff herself.
Atta girl.
Later, she asks if you want any food, assuming that you order any. She brings it out. It's good.
I go back to our home abode and just start prepping and making sure that everything's still copacetic to go to sleep then.
Okay.
But you're leading the festives?
You left the festivities.
I
Yeah.
But
have.
Which is
Some of us
robot,
need
you
sleep.
gotta roll a d10 for how many drinks you're having.
Yeah.
You didn't even oil rumble.
I'm apparently having 8 drinks.
You better catch up then.
Bishop wins. Norbert's lightweight.
Oh,
I
easy
have
there.
it too, but I've completely
There,
blacked
Phil.
out.
Well,
I think you can have 120 drinks.
I mean, he is a satyr, but who knows?
dear God.
He's drinking everything and just chewing the tables up. Goat shit.
All right. She comes back by, clearing the table, asking if you know anything about that nasty ship that sailed into the river.
Well, nobody was on it. They sunk it and nobody came floating up.
She
What it looked
says, I did hear that. They say none signaled or shouted out. Some say no one was on board at all.
Why would they do that?
Well, I'm pissed drunk, so I'm gonna do a wisdom saving throw, and if I fail it, yep,
Which you did.
I'm doing an elaborate lie.
Okay.
Let me roll my charisma. I'm gonna make up a story about that boat and where it came from. It came from Magmar. I hear.
Brilliant.
The boat came from Magmar. I hear there was a war wagering.
She discusses with you with amazement and intent. She's going to tell everybody she knows.
I'm sure this can't backfire at all, but yeah. I lie about the possible invasion of Magmar.
Of Magmar or from Magmar?
From Magmar.
Okay.
Magmar's invading.
So, just because it annoys me, it's Magna-Mar, but you can continue to call it for the Pokemon if you'd like.
He's mispronouncing it and everything.
No, I like it. She wants to know if you've heard anything new about this disease. She says they're calling it the blood veil.
I did say we should have gone on vacation.
Hold on, I'm curious now. I need to make a wisdom saving throw to see if I'm actually gonna leave or not. Hold on. Fuck. Okay. Technically, I succeed, anyways.
I literally.
Rumble just have 2 more drinks.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
We rolled a D10 to how much drinks you're gonna have.
No,
and
no,
then,
no. I know, and I keep rolling 2.
Oh,
Rumble's just like casually drinking tonight. I guess he's like, I don't need to get liver up. There's not enough chicks to talk to.
I mean, you had 9 for the first
You had
time.
9 to
No, I had,
start.
I had 2. Oh,
Then
that's
you
still
had 2
light,
afterwards.
that's still lightweight.
I'm gonna stick with my 4 and be happy about it.
I had my
Phil was-
10 since I'm immune to poison.
Phil is swinging upside down from the chandelier.
Phil came in like a wrecking ball.
Are you still wearing your leather suit? Or your not leather, your
Oh my God.
sheepskin suit?
It's very practical. In cold weather, you rub it and it turns into a parka.
Oh my god.
All right, she comes to inform you that the keg is dry, and she asks if you'd like her to tap another.
Phil, how many more drinks are you gonna have?
How many more should we have?
What time is it about now, Bob?
Well, by now it's well past midnight.
I mean, could always call it a night. Come back in the morning.
We got a
Okay.
busy day.
Okay. You can close out our tab. Just 1 round of road beers.
She asks for 16 gold for the keg.
And she is paid 30 by Phil.
Wow.
Thank you for tolerating us.
She's really glad you came in. She says her name is Mindy and to come back anytime. So are we heading over to the house?
Yes.
Is somebody carrying Phil?
Oh, I got Phil.
Just put a string around my neck. I'll follow.
Just tell you, my pet goat.
Okay, this part of the city is quiet except for the throng of people over by the bank, which you can sort of hear trying to get comfortable in the street. They appear to be intent on being there the first moment the gates should open. Are we doing watches?
Who's not?
Phil should not be
Sounds
relied
wise. But I'm incredibly drunk.
They're
Who's
drunken
capable
watches.
of doing a watch?
Yeah. The real
I
question.
didn't have too many, so I'll do watch.
I
Use
had
the
8
robot.
beers, so I'm
Use
out.
the robot. You don't
I'll
sleep.
do watch as well. The robot needs like 4 hours though, right?
You left earlier. You have
Did he
your rest.
Did Bishop show back up at the house or?
Yeah, he went to check the house out,
Oh, okay.
made sure it
That
was
was-
secure.
hours ago.
Right.
He already had his rest. He's going to
Is-
stand guard while I go vomit.
I hold Phil's horns. It's okay, buddy.
Okay. Morning comes by. The streets are very quiet. It is as though a pall has settled over the city.
Don't know how to remove. Ah.
No one comes knocking at the door. What would you like to do this morning?
Phil grabs a glass, puts inside of it the equivalent of Alka-Seltzer, Advil, and Pepto-Bismol, and a beer, and chugs it.
Okay.
How are you feeling this morning, Victor? You look like shit.
I mean, I only had 4, but I didn't sleep too good.
What's that on your neck?
I try to look at my neck like a moron. Where? Where is it?
Does Victor have something on his neck?
I don't know. Somebody tell me. I can't see it.
You use prestidigitation to try and clean it off.
All right, I'm
I don't know
back.
what you
am I
got
missing?
into.
Phil casts Identify.
Oh wait, no.
I start to panic. Is there something on my neck? I start swatting at it.
Victor's neck appears to be clear.
Thank God.
What about behind his ear?
Nothing new.
Same old dirt smudge that's always been there. Can I look around the room? Does anyone look like they are showing any symptoms of anything?
Sure. Can make a check.
Did Victor have a hangover? Could do a medicine check on him.
No,
had
he
4
seems
drinks.
all right. Nobody
We get a
seems to
little-
be infected with anything.
Perfect. I'm convinced.
Even Phil?
Phil feels like he's infected with something, but he doesn't have any spots.
He's not infected with anything new.
Right.
Nothing. Yeah.
The normal assortment of STDs.
I had that tapeworm for like 6 years.
You
What's his
finally
name?
killed it with the alcohol.
Feels like a new person.
Like losing a friend. Illyrium's feeling a little paranoid. He's gonna conjure his toad and give it a couple of licks. Good measure.
And dab
I wanna
on some
lean
toad.
over to Larry. Could I get a hit of that?
Yeah, Norbert wants to continue to lick the toad. I don't know if it did anything the other day, but I feel like it worked.
Right. You haven't gotten infected yet, so.
Exactly. I want to lick
Don't
that
want to
toad.
mess up a good thing.
We all lick the toad.
Sure.
No need to lick the toad.
Bishop, get your licks in. Keep yourself healthy.
I'm gonna suck on it a little bit.
Victor, how much health do you have right now?
Enough. I have enough.
So if I cast Cure Wounds, you won't be happy?
I mean, you could. I'm at 38.
Everyone's pupils dilate, and the world seems a bit brighter.
What are you
Beautiful.
carrying?
Trying to get rid of my
the-
toad high.
The damage, the 3 damage that Victor took.
I don't have any damage.
Oh, then why did I do this? It says that you
I
took
don't know.
damage in the chat.
Where did I take damage?
It
Oh
says
no, that's the if cursed 3 damage.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
was
you
messing
don't
with
have
the.
to cast that spell.
yeah.
that's-
Oh,
He wasted the cure wounds. It's wasted.
No, it's not.
No, no.
He can keep it.
Nope, it's wasted.
Yeah, so we can venture out in the city. We can go see what's going on with Cressida. We can go see what's going on with the drunkie that we scared away.
We should probably see what's going on with the drunkie.
We
right?
could
feel like we could
investigate the sunken ship.
we could split the party and do a few things.
No.
I'm not
could.
against doing both. I vote talk to drunkie and explore sunken ship. That could be cool.
I like it.
Sounds good to me.
Who wants to go where?
I mean, I probably
I want
should
to. I want to
drunken
go.
ship.
I want to go mess with drunk guy in sunken ship.
I feel like Blunt
Yeah,
You gotta pick
should
one.
go with me to sunken ship.
We can keep an eye out for the drunk while we go to the sunken ship.
Okay, I like that plan.
I can go, but I'm hesitant because I want nothing to do with the plague.
It's fine. You're cured.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be like a paladin and want to go out there and help people?
I want to help people, not get near the plague, though.
How else are you gonna help people?
A man has his fears.
Telephone? Telehelp? Telehelp paladin?
Paladin.
Telepaladin?
That's the dream job.
Just be a paladin wherever you are. Alright.
Okay, so you're able to make your way to the harbor without running into the drunken man. The ship probably didn't get too far from where the ballista hit it. Trebuchet hit it. How are you getting down there?
A hell of a shot with the trebuchet. Pretty impressive.
We could swim.
I mean, we gotta figure out a way to.
You
hold
want
our
to swim
breath.
in possible plague water? No way.
I, as one who is immune to diseases, yes.
I will sit on the side.
I've got my
Like,
Is it
suspicion
salt
that-
water? We're good if it's salt water.
You've taken your toad hit, right?
Yeah, like a lot. I have sucked this toad down.
Are you guys
He has a dry
suggesting-
toad now.
We need to make sure nobody sees us swimming down there, else they're gonna label us infected.
Are
For me.
you guys suggesting that we're gonna just jump in the water and swim to the ship that our city just shot down?
The
Yeah.
supposed infected ship.
Ooh,
Well,
Okay, I'll-
wasn't it sunk?
I'm gonna stand right at the end of the dock and watch you guys. Good luck.
Yeah.
Can I here?
Is
Let
it,
me give you
is
some
it
temporary
scuttled
hit points.
somewhere, or is it
How
sunk?
far can we get a perception on how far down it is?
Well, you don't need air, right?
I mean, no, I don't think I do.
Just drop the Warforged down.
I mean, it's probably resting on the bottom of the deeper part of the Jaguar River. The waters are relatively still.
Is this freshwater
Yeah, I
river?
don't need to breathe, so I can just.
It
go
is
down.
a freshwater river that empties into the sea right here, so I assume it's probably still
Okay.
fresh.
Be wary
Okay.
of bull sharks.
I don't know how that works, actually. I don't know
while
how
you're
much
down there,
salt
Bishop.
mixes.
Bull sharks.
Well, in the bay, like it'd be brackish, but
Yeah.
the water would be fresh. So it just depends on where the ship actually is. It kind of matters what I'm going to do.
Yeah, so it's in the river part of the bay.
All right. I'm going to lick the toad one more time and just toss him as far as I can into the river.
Okay.
I'll sit down, start to meditate, and Illyrium's eyes will go white, and he's in a trance as he can see through his familiar.
I want to just point out. I think. One sec. I want to do a check. Do I know that toads can't swim, Norbert? I think toads are
Nature
land
check.
dwelling frog things.
Nature check. I feel like that's a common sense thing.
I bet. No, surely they can swim.
I think toads don't swim.
frogs.
Sam knows.
Frogs.
Like I did not know this.
Frogs
and
and toads can breathe underwater, or they do surface for regular fresh air
I thought
periodically. But they
I
can
thought
spend
toads
up to an hour underwater.
While
depending
they do not swim like their close relatives, the frog, they can still benefit from shallow water habitat in close proximity where they spend most of their time.
Oh wow! It says they can
So it
stay
could be
underwater
like
for
a river,
4
not
hours.
necessarily.
So yeah, he's gonna sink to the bottom.
oh my god.
I'm just
Which
gonna
is
like
exactly
look
where the
around.
ship is.
Fair.
I want to shake Illyrium. Why would you throw your delicious toad in the water like that? Just not aware that you're
Yeah,
blind in your eyes.
it sounds like
Yeah.
they can swim, but just not well.
It depends on the toad. It sounds like.
he could walk on the bottom. He's got 4 hours. He's got time.
I need to know his.
I mean, I could also go
his
down there.
genus
I
and
don't need
species.
air. I'm just
Well, we
gonna like
know-
start walking towards
I could
the
also
water
go.
and to
Okay.
go down to the ship.
All right.
So would you as a warforged just sink to the bottom, or
Uh,
are you buoyant at
I
all?
can swim. Probably not the greatest, but I can also just walk along the bottom.
Can you just kick your legs really fast like a boat propeller?
Probably. I'd imagine. There's an
All right.
underwater map.
So this ship is laying on its side,
Okay.
and the front is split off. So we have on the left hand the top-down view, and on the right hand the side-on view.
Once I get down there, I'm going to cast Detect Magic to see if I can see any magic, find any magic there. And I'm gonna hold it for 10 minutes, kind of while I explore, just to see if I can see anything.
Okay,
And then
where
if-
are you checking for magic? How are you?
So on which way am I coming from? The broken half or the other side? Because I essentially want to check like all of it, but I just don't know if I'll be able to walk all of it in a 10-minute time span.
You are coming from I assume you're coming from the city side of the bay. So toward the top of it,
Okay.
basically from the top of the map down.
Okay. Then I will probably work my way from like the broken part first and then work my way to the other side.
Okay. The front portion of the ship broke away and landed awkwardly, revealing two splintered decks inside. Its bowsprit shattered, and the deck is filled with debris. The vessel bears an ominous moniker along its fire-scarred hull, Direption.
Direption.
Direption is the name of the ship.
Okay.
Sounds like they spelled direction wrong on there.
Almost. As I'm kind of like concentrating on the spell, when I'm looking through that area, do I see any like bodies that are in this ship that are like still here? Or is it just kind of just the whole?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, that great.
You don't see any bodies. You just see a fair number of eels.
Eels?
Eels.
Can I
Giant moray eels.
Cool. Anything pinging off of the detect magic spell?
Not near the front of the ship, no.
Cool. I'm gonna make my way back up to talk to everybody else to tell them what I've seen, and then I guess we can kind of go with you want to cover Illyrium's what he sees through his toad.
Yeah, what is the toad doing?
He's kind of like walking around. I don't know if he has any kind of special sense or anything in the
All
water.
right. There's
no idea.
a great big shark that seems to be guarding the opening to the main body of the ship. It ignores the toad.
All right.
You're going to attempt to move past the shark.
Yes.
Okay, no check required. It sees you. It doesn't see you as a threat.
Or food, which is good. Anything
See.
interesting on the inside?
A yawning wound in the ship's charred timbers allows murky water to flow through this debris-cluttered hold. Loose timbers, small fish, and dozens of identical boxes float eerily in the quiet darkness.
Any bodies around?
No bodies. Gonna head on inside to the crew quarters.
Actually, any markings on the boxes? Or any of them opened?
These are all crates. They appear to be marked with various foodstuffs. They appear to be empty.
They appear to be empty.
The crates all appear to be empty, yes.
Yeah. I'll move along. Crew quarters.
Just realized I didn't change the sounds. Hold on. There we go. Water.
Nice.
Okay, so you get to the crew quarters. You see several hammocks drifting in the murky waters, strung between the beams of the room. The room swirls with a gaze of gore, fish heads, and half-eaten eels chumming the circling waters. Flitting back and forth, strewing this chum around, is a rather lovely-looking young lady.
Yikes. I'm going to recall this familiar
Spooky.
back to a pocket dimension.
Okay.
So
Right back
glad I
to me.
dipped.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah. And I will report back to everyone what I saw through the frog's eye, or the toad's eyes. Scary woman, chum, no bodies. Apparently empty crates.
What do you think of that, crew?
I think whoever's going down there, I can help them out. But I'm not going.
I don't want to go.
Well, if there's empty crates, why would we need to go down there?
Already went down there. There's nothing
I
really
think
of
There's nothing to see,
mention.
right?
this could have been a setup, right? They destroyed the ship to make it look like they were doing something helpful, but it doesn't seem to be, any bodies don't seem to be transporting anything of value.
Or it's already been removed off the ship.
Fair.
What do we think?
I didn't notice treasure, but I didn't check the captain's quarters if there were any. But the absence of bodies is
Concerning.
strange. Yeah. Is there any evidence of them washing up on shore or anything?
Nope.
Yeah, this is a false flag. This is like some Gulf of Tonkin level stuff right here.
Sounds like a political ploy by our fair queen. Everybody look left while we're doing something over here on the right.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I told y'all this, but they have encircled the castle, and the Grey Maidens are not allowing anybody entry.
We could go with our. Don't we have paperwork?
We do have our badges, but I mean, it might not give us a lot.
Let's show up in force. Let's see what we could do. Do we want to go see the queen for that matter?
Oh, in
Let's
addition
go
to
for
the
it.
badges, I do have official Corvosa documents. We could write anything we wanted to on them, right?
I'm talking about. Out of character, do we have a mission at the moment? Are we working for the queen or working for the guard? I'm sorry, I missed a little bit, but
So the last mission we got was to take Trinia to this town, and then come back because we weren't quite sure what was happening because she got saved by this mysterious Robin Hood-esque person, and then we got tasked with taking her out of town basically, and then the Grey Maidens have taken over, and they initially disbanded the city guard, and then now they've reinstated the city guard after the fact.
so do we need to speak to the maidens and explain that and see what service we can perform further, or if they want us to interface with the queen directly, they can inquire on our behalf. Maybe that would be the next move, seeing as we've been working for the castle.
We can either do that, or maybe we can go back to the old dude's. I draw a blank on his name that we got because he can also train us in other like martial skills as well. Because he's basically like trained in everything.
If somebody has the need to go do martial training, we could split that little group off to go do that. But I'd say we just go to the castle, keep moving forward, because right now we're, I wouldn't say aimless, but we don't have a clear direction.
I mean, if you give me a few hours, I could probably find something out using my ear to the ground feature from my bounty hunter status.
Say no more. Get it.
I guess right now I'm just kind of gonna go to the criminal underworld, Bob,
Okay.
and just see if we can find out any information about these pirates, as well as any probably like criminal activity that's happening with the Grey Maidens to see if like we can kind of figure out what's going on.
Say that last part again. You're going to try to find out what's going on with the Grey Maidens?
To see if there's like criminal activity going on with them too, because like something's going on where like they got formed when we talked to I've drawn a blank on her name, the lady with the city guard contact that we've had. Corsetta. She stated that there were women that were being like beaten down there that were trying to join the Grey Maidens. So I don't know if maybe the pirates if it's actually pirates went and joined the Grey Maidens to see if that's like all of a sudden their ranks have rise in such quick fashion after the incident had happened. Because like
Okay.
they weren't to that level of numbers before we left to take Trinia, but they are strong enough apparently in numbers to now have a rotating encirclement of the castle.
Yeah, the entryways to it anyway. Okay. What is everybody else doing while Bishop goes off to investigate that?
We should find the drunk.
Okay.
I like what he said. I'm going to get drunk.
Are you not tired of booze?
What?
Who does that?
That's not possible in a fantasy setting.
In a real life setting, it can be. Jeez.
Okay. Given enough time and assuming that you collaborate with the guards who still recognize most of you, you're able to find Grau face down in a ditch. He's quite unconscious by the time you come up.
Let's go shake him awake.
Okay. Norbert, you're going to reach down and shake him awake?
I'm going to use my mage hand to kind of tug on his shirt.
Okay. That does not seem to be
punch.
aggressive enough to wake him.
Can I poke him with the end of my quarterstaff?
Sure.
Maybe move his hair to the side?
Okay.
Check
Oh.
his neck, behind his ear.
You guys need me to kick him?
Does he appear to be alive?
He is breathing. He does not appear to be diseased.
Oh, good.
You guys need me to kick him?
Can I
Okay.
prestidigitation some smelling salts under his nose?
I kick him.
Smelling horrible salts.
Okay.
Bill licks his face.
He wakes
No,
up.
no.
I'll move! I'll move! He rolls over. Oh, it's you lot. Come to beat Grau again.
Yes, but no.
He clutches his sword tightly to his chest. Just like you lot, kick a man when he's down, asking for help, gets a kick. That's Corvosa for you.
Well, what did you need help with?
He looks somewhat suspiciously. What do you care?
I don't. But you asked. I need something to do.
Look at how kind his eyes are. Of course he cares. And I'm so convincing. And the look in my eyes just so empowering that he can't help but be swayed.
He
Spending way too much time around me, Phil.
he says, my sister, she's
Wait.
needing help with her little ones.
Oh, your sister. Okay.
This is the same guy from before?
I know
Yeah,
nieces,
That guy.
Oh
nieces
man,
and
I should have made him flee. Oh my bad.
nieces and nephews or just nieces?
The littlest one, she's very sick. I've been trying to save up for another Curin, but the last one didn't work.
Did you try my Curin?
No, sir.
I made it myself. It's quite good.
I could take you to her. You could talk to Brianna's mom, see if she'll let you try it.
We're not giving the peasant child your fake cure.
Well, I mean, the paladin might be able to help if he doesn't
You mean-
make the drunk
you mean
flee
like-
again.
You mean my Kieran?
You need
Might be able to. How many people are infected?
It's just the one little girl that needs help right now.
we need an actual natural homeopathic remedy. She can lick the toad.
Send in the paladin.
The toad works. I swear by it.
I can actually do quite a bit of healing. I'll be happy to help the little girl.
Let's help the child.
No, I'm gonna tell him bring the child to us
Oh no.
because I don't want to go to where the infection is at. They can bring
Yeah.
the kid here, and then we can take care of the kid.
Yeah, let's
So that
suggest
you
that.
The infection?
Several of us have good healing capability. If you could bring the child to us versus us going to the child, that would be best. We'll wait right here. Can you hurry?
They can't be without permission, sir. They're indentured.
No.
Well, go get him.
I don't.
I don't
We're
care
gonna
what they
come
look
in.
like.
Bring the child to us, or else.
Or else.
Worth the risk, sir. Just go for it. Bring us the child. It will be fine.
Gonna get this child beat
He-
after it comes back
Good
healthy.
teeth, bad teeth. Bring us the child.
He nods. He seems encouraged by your words and goes stumbling off toward the lower city.
Oh my god.
But wait, Phil's performance that he rolled a natural 20 was a Disney-themed motivation song that usually, the coach gives to the main person. It was a whole big shebang.
Sing it for us.
No.
Oh, okay.
But you can visualize it. So he should go upbeat about it.
Yeah, he is. He's excited for sure.
Sweet.
Okay. Takes about a half an hour for him to come back. Brawl is carrying a young lady wrapped in a sheet. And behind him trails a priest. Oops. Gotta spell these things right. He's enrobed as a cleric of Abadar.
But he's useless, right? Because he's not actually curing. Who is this man?
He steps forward and says, "Who are you? Why have you dragged this girl into the streets?"
I step forward and ask, "Who the hell are you? Why have you not cured this patient?"
He says, "My church has laws. If I'd been sent for earlier, perhaps I could, but my duties at the Golden One's vault required me to entreat him for similar miracles already this day. Even if I could heal her, the tenets of my church forced me to request a donation for Avadar's power, which I suspect these simple folk could scarcely afford."
How much is this offering need to be?
The daily cure is 150 gold for the spell.
Daily.
For how many days is that?
It only lasts until you're infected again. Have you seen what this disease can do?
Heard it makes you
Have-
impotent.
Have we tried vaccinations to build up immunity? I have whole textbooks about it.
Other sources say that doesn't work. It changes your DNA.
This disease is quite new. I would be shocked if it was in your book.
What symptoms is she showing?
She has blood red boils from her collarbone to her scalp. It's a rash and a mask of blisters. She's coughing. Her lymph glands are obviously swollen.
All right, well, let's make this easy.
So,
I'm going to use 5 points.
Does that description remind me of any of those diseases that we listed earlier? Like, is this related to what we're?
It is not a match to any of those.
I don't need to know what disease it is. I just, for lay on hands, right? Just a single disease is neutralized,
Yes.
assuming it's just one disease and not a ton. All right, I want to do lay on hands on the girl. And I'm also assuming that lay on hands does not get me infected as I lay on hands.
I mean, I'll let you know if it does.
Actually, before you do that, can I do an Arcana check, see if this is magical in nature?
Can I help you out with that?
Curious.
Help action.
You can, yes.
So what does that give?
Advantage
Plus-
on the check.
I stare at you magically.
Yes.
Yes, this is clearly necromantic magic, and has alchemical manipulations. This is a man-made weapon.
So would lay on hands still be effective?
Should be.
All right, let's do it.
Well, I have alchemist supplies in that book. Is there any way I can use anything that I have to maybe gain some insight into what kind of necromantic disease this is, or potentially where it came from?
I was just going to say, can Phil try identify?
You can, but it's going to fail. The book doesn't have much information on this. There's nothing really even similar to it in that book.
Okay.
It's dead people in the water supply. It's always
Phil,
dead
did
people
you
in the
have
water
something necromantic in your tutelage?
supply. You shush about that.
Okay. I'm technically not even there. I'm just curious. I just remembered that you had something, and
It's not my fault. I did not do this.
Okay.
Did you get too drunk and started a plague?
Trust the goat. The goat is good.
The lay on hands is successful. The girl breathes deeply, coughs once, and her lungs are cleared. The marks on her face slowly fade, and though quite drained and exhausted, she no longer seems diseased.
Hooray.
Ishani makes the sign of Abadar. Gods be praised. It worked. Grau cheers, drops, almost fumbles a bag of coins on the ground, and pulls his niece up close, runs through the city. A throng of people crush. Help us! Heal me! No, now heal me!
Jesus, Blunt. I mean, you're just, I don't know.
You're a hit, baby.
Yeah.
I'm
So
scared.
you keep doing it, and I'll keep healing you. Let's go. Get to work.
How many people?
You're surrounded. There are 40 or 50 people who've now seen what
Oh,
you
God.
did.
Yes,
Messiah.
there's only one way out of this.
He's
I
surrounded
thought
by
ahead.
40 or 50 sick people. Phil runs the other direction.
I cast sleep
none of
in
them
an
are
AoE.
nearly.
It's a 60 feet of range with an unlimited amount of targets. So if I'm surrounded, I can indeed cast sleep on everyone.
It's a lot of points.
None of
No,
them
it's 90 feet.
None of them seem as sick as the girl was, but yeah. So roll your hit points for sleep.
Let me see. Sleep is
Like 2d8 or something. 3d8.
I think it's 3.
I'm trying to look for the base of it because it says for each additional level it's a 2d8.
You're using your highest spell slot.
I only have level 1 spell slot.
5d8 is the base.
5d8. Bedtime.
Yeah, that knocks out 6 people.
And now we must flee.
Behold my power. Poof, you 6
Behold.
people.
Okay,
We're out of here.
which way are you going?
All if I know. Whatever way's away from the people, it looks relatively safe.
Okay. You hear the jingling of keys as Ishani rushes behind you. This way, this way! He gestures. And you can see he's indicated a secret door in the wall of this building.
I guess we have no choice
Follow.
but to enter, or we're gonna get mauled by sick people.
He opens the door and you step inside what appears to be a small vault.
Vault, you say?
Indeed. He's the banker priest.
I want money. How much money's in here?
There's some money in here.
So now we're just hanging in this vault. Is there a reason why he brought us here? Is there a way out of here?
He's looking through a slit window, watching the people pass by. He has a finger up to his lips, gesturing for you to be quiet. Whispers softly, "You did the right thing. I don't know how we're going to help all of these people."
I don't know either.
All right. On Bishop's front, your investigation yields that basically any attractive woman of martial prowess from all of the major organizations has been called up to the castle. Not a single one has come back.
Ah, okay. So basically anybody who is attractive is basically told to go to the castle no matter what and has yet to return.
Yes, and there have been a few that have tried to refuse. A couple of them were actually hauled away by the Grey Maidens. They're being conscripted or worse. None of them are in contact with their families again. It's disconcerting.
Excellent. And any news on the pirate front?
What was the pirate question?
If anybody has seen any pirates from that ship at all, or if it was just the rumors were just rumors.
No one has
Clever
seen any
ruse.
pirates. No bodies have been found. No. The rumor believes that the Corvosan guard cleaned up the mess and didn't want the people to see the bodies.
Okay, so we'll have to talk to our guard friends. All right. I don't think. I mean, how much time has passed since I've been in contact with the group versus what my own investigation?
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I was just gonna see if I can find anybody in the guard, or maybe like the priest that I saw healing to see if he's been working, or if it's just or if it's been like too long, maybe going back to seeing like the rest of the group.
I assume the rest of the group is going to head back to the fortune teller's house. Does that seem right, guys?
Yeah.
So
Sounds
eventually you would meet up there, not finding
Okay.
them anywhere else.
I think for now what I'll do is I'll just head there and wait for them, to kind of update them on the situation with what I found about all the beautiful women that have been forcibly removed from their homes and have yet to return with no contact from their families, and that the guard cleaned up what had happened in the port, and that we need to go talk to them to see what actually happened.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap here for tonight then. Any last minute anything we want to get done?
Nope.
Poison
No.
check,
No.
infection check for everybody.
Sure. Take a look.
What are we doing it as? Constitution?
I'm just doing a perception check to see if I can see anything on y'all.
Cool. I like how we get to level 5 and Bob's just like, cool, you're not going to get to use any of your canoe abilities till next week.
It worked
I'm-
out for me. My internet's been in and out at best.
I use
I
a ton of my
appreciate it, Bob.
abilities.
I
What are
mean, you
talking
guys
about?
could have gone and fought the sea hag if you wanted to. You just didn't want to. So.
That's a lot of. So do I see anybody infected?
That's a lot of water. It's
You
gonna have
don't.
fireball. I don't want
Okay.
to
The
do
water's too wet today.
Water ball.
You're safe for now, people. You are all safe for now.
Far as you know,
True. But for now, you're safe.
kind of medicine man is this robot?
Well, remember, it is believed this has a incubation period.
There we go.
It's fantasy
Now we
COVID.
got
I'm
all
telling
week
you
to
guys.
worry about it.
It's actually monkeypox.
Monkeypox.
All right, we're
The
gonna
hot new thing.
close this down there. Thanks everybody for watching. See you all next week.
See you guys next week.
All
See
right,
ya.
bye.